Hello, Dr. Manua. Hello, Dr. Manua. Over to you. Are you here?
Hello. Good evening. Good
Wonderful.
evening.
Good
Can you
evening,
hear
sir.
me?
So I
Can you hear
humbly
me?
hand over to you. Yes, we can hear you, sir. So you can do justice to this wonderful topic that we have all been eager to hear about. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
okay. Good evening, everyone. This is a great opportunity for me to make a little contribution this evening relating to this very important topic. In fact, the reason why we feel that we will be looking at the beauty of our kidneys is because of the rampancy of the rampant cases of kidney problems that we are experiencing recently in the country. Help educate people on how they should understand their kidneys and the role it plays for their body, and then and also how they can protect them. As an introduction, I must tell you that even I myself, as a medical doctor, I'm worried not only about the community but also about my own kidneys. Not that I have a kidney problem, but seeing the incidence and the prevalence of kidney diseases in our communities today, it is calling for a greater attention from the medical world to see that each and every person is educated on how to understand their kidneys and also how to protect them from getting damaged. And as you can see on the slide here is a kidney, but I'm not going to go into details of the anatomy and physiology because that is not why we are here today. But just like Professor Dr. Drox has said, we know that we have two kidneys which are being shaped, and then each the size of your fist, and we know that they are just located below the ribs, one on each side of your spine. Why one is a little bit higher than the other, that they are not at the same level, that is not our discussion today. As I said, we are not going to dwell into the medical aspect. Uh, Healthy kidneys filter about half cup of blood every minute, just to give a layman view of what the kidney does. And we know that primarily kidney very much important role it plays is the removal of waste. And when there is extra water in the body, it goes out through mainly through the kidneys and being taken out of the body as urine. So you can see two kidneys here, as you can see the kidneys, and you can see two tubes, both on the left and on the right, which we call ureters. So when urine is being formed in the kidneys, usually what happens is that they go through the urine go through the ureters and into the bladder. I believe all of us know where even the location of our bladders are. So from the bladder then to the urethra. For the males, the urethra is almost around 18, on average 18 centimeters. For the females is around 4 to 5 centimeters. This is to subsequently to account for why there is a need for women to pay more closer attention to their reproductive and urinary system than male when it comes to the length of the urethra. But if we are to look at the seven important or main functions of the kidneys, as he has said, we can see the first one is to remove waste products from the body. And that toxic waste that is produced by the body, which the urine has to clear it out. If the kidneys cannot filter out those toxic waste, what happens is that the whole body will now start experiencing the consequences of the inability of the kidneys to clear the waste products. Notably, for many of us that are here, which most of all here are adults, we have been hearing about kidney disease, and the first thing that comes to mind is urea, creatinine, and electrolytes. So when the urea and the creatinine cannot be cleared by the kidneys through filtration, which I don't want to go into details, and what happens usually is that the person now is sent to a machine, a dialysis machine, which will now remove the toxic waste. But our prayer for today is that we are not praying for any one of us here and our loved ones that we will extend this education to start to experience such kind of grave problem. So the second one is removal of drugs from the body. So you know that the metabolism of drugs usually mainly are being carried out by the liver and the kidneys. So if the kidney cannot also remove drugs, the byproduct of drugs from the body, then there is also a problem. And urine also balances the blood fluids, which will not go into details, but we know that when there is this question of my body is swelling, my face is swelling, my legs are swelling. Sometimes when you go to doctors will associate that with kidney problems. But very important, you know, the kidney tries to make sure that you do not develop such kind of problems, that you don't see edema on your face, on your legs, because the kidney tries to regulate the body fluids. And the kidney also release hormones that regulate blood pressure, the renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system, which is not a topic for today. And of importance among us is to understand that the kidneys play a very vital role in regulating our blood pressure. And you know, when the pressure is high, which we call high blood pressure in a human body, in a human being, there is the one that is associated with the heart, and there is one that is associated with the problem mainly of the kidneys. That of the kidney is more severe and more damaging than that of the cardiac relation. And therefore, the kidneys play this vital role in trying to make sure that the blood pressure is regulated. When it cannot do that, there is actually a very big problem. When there is high blood pressure, that may lead to kidney failure or hypertensive heart diseases. Actually, a lot of things, develop that we do not want. And the kidneys also produce an active form of vitamin D that promotes strong, healthy bones. So, you know, our bones are also associated with the proper function of the kidneys. Of importance today, we know that the kidney controls the production of red blood cells. The kidney controls the production of red blood cells. So the hormone that is responsible mainly for the production of red blood cells, almost 90% of it is produced by the kidneys. And if the kidney is damaged, that is actually going to be a problem. And I must tell you that not more than 1 hour ago, I saw a patient in the hospital, not more than 1 hour ago. By just seeing at her face, I know that there is problem. And the first thing I checked was to see that if this woman has adequate blood or not. And by doing clinical examination, I noticed that the woman is pale. Pale means that the woman is having low PCB. Low PCB, how will I put it in a layman's language? That she has less blood. Let me put it that way. These are the type of patients when the blood is not much, to a point where we now request the patient relations to donate blood so that we give to the patient. So actually, the hormone that is responsible for the production of red blood cells mainly is produced by the kidneys. So if the kidneys have problem, actually there's going to be a very big problem in the production of red blood cells. And when the packed cell volume or the red blood cells are low in our body, then they will now stimulate a cascade of problems that we do not want to have. So if you look at these functions, the major functions, apart from other functions of the kidney, you will understand that your kidneys are very, very important. Very, very important. So by knowing all this, that your kidney is one that will contribute to the formation of active vitamin D, your kidney, almost 90% of the hormone that is responsible for the production of red blood cells is produced by the kidneys. And your kidneys has responsibility to remove waste product, toxins, particularly when today that the incidence of this, kidney disease is becoming on the high side. There is a need for you that you are on this platform to understand that you need to check your kidneys. I'm not going to go into medical terminology. What are you going to do? What you are going to do, even if you are healthy, you are on this platform this evening listening to this health talk, and you are healthy. Please, if in the last 90 days you have not checked your kidneys, please go and do so. And I'll take us through levels of investigations that you are going to do to check to see if your kidneys are okay or not. One is the simplest, which is urinalysis. Urinalysis is very cheap, 500 naira, 550 naira. I don't know if there are other participants that are not from Nigeria, but in Nigeria money, 500 naira, 550, even in private hospital, 1,000 naira, they can do urinalysis for you. A urinalysis will give a very good indication if you have a kidney, if you are suspected of having a kidney problem or not. Is the role of your doctor or physician, even with urinalysis result, to tell you whether you have a kidney problem or not, or you have a mild kidney issue that requires further investigations. But usually, even at the point of the investigation, of the laboratory where you do the investigation, they may tell you whether you may need to go and see your doctor or not. Then if there's a problem or you are required to see your doctor, then you go and see your doctor, because the subsequent investigations that are going to be carried out to investigate your kidneys require you to see a medical doctor. Go and see your doctor, and then you tell the doctor that I did urinalysis. If you have not done it in a public hospital, that I am advised to come and see my doctor. So your doctor may go further ahead and do what we call kidney function test. Commonly, we do the electrolyte, urea, and creatinine test to further evaluate the kidneys. From there, the doctor will now take over to see what can be done if you have problem. And if you don't have much problem, the doctor will now advise you on what you should go back home and do, so as not to resolve that particular minor issue, and also on how to prevent yourself from further getting issues. So this is very, very important. So for you to now say that you have gone ahead to tell you the investigation without even telling you how you will know whether you have a kidney problem or not, that is something that you need to see your physician. But at the onset, you may start experiencing nausea and vomiting. But nausea and vomiting is a common sign, that a common symptom that people may experience. A lot of things can cause nausea. A lot of things can cause vomiting. Even pregnancy can cause nausea and vomiting. Severe headache can cause nausea and vomiting. For people who have migraine headache, can experience nausea and vomiting. So there are a lot of causes of nausea and vomiting. But you have nausea and vomiting, you have generalized body pains, you have excessive fatigue, your legs are swelling, you have facial puffiness or facial swelling, meaning to say that your face is swelling in the morning. You lie down in the night, normal. You wake up in the morning and you notice in your mirror that your face has swollen up, or somebody told you that why is your face swollen up this morning. So what you do is you notice it through the day to find out, is the swelling disappearing during the day or not. If the swelling is disappearing during the day, then it may not, I use the word may, it may not likely be due to renal kidney problem. But if the swelling is disappearing during the day, let's say in the afternoon or in the evening, you don't see the facial puffiness, it means most likely the problem may be as a result of kidney problem. But this is to say that not only that it happens on a single day or 2 days, something that you experience, let's say 4-5 times within a week, this should be a cause for alarm that you need to start thinking of you visiting your physician or your doctor to see that you are evaluated. Then when you're also having leg swelling, there are a lot of causes of leg swelling, but primarily you should see your doctor. It may be due to kidney issue. So by and large, what I'm trying to imply is that once you notice nausea, vomiting, excessive fatigue, generalized body pain, and then or weakness, and then you have facial puffiness, which we call swelling of the face, where you lie down in the night and in the morning you wake up and your face is swelling up. So you should, at least go and see your doctor. These are signs that may suggest that you may be having one form of kidney issue or the other. So, what are those things that you are going to do to, keep your, kidneys healthy? What are those things that you are supposed to do? That is why we are here. How can you protect your kidneys? What are you going to do to protect your kidneys? The first one is make healthy food choices. And this is very difficult in this time. Usually we are having a lot of problem in trying to make healthy food choices because most of the foods that we eat today are GMO modified, stored with a lot of chemicals. And those chemicals in most cases harm the kidneys. So you try to take as much as possible natural foods. All these are preserved foods, all these are canned food, all these are half-baked food. You try to avoid them as much as possible. And we will discuss more on what are those food choices that you are supposed to make, particularly in this generation where everything is moving very, very fast and people do not have time to look at what they put into their stomach. So the second thing is to make physical activity part of your daily routines. I have been mentioning this in any fora that I have found myself to be that is related to, good health. That today you find out that most of us do not want to participate in physical activity. From a distance of 2 kilometers, we want to cover it in a vehicle, whether tricycle or motorbike or car. A distance of 3 kilometers, we say is far, even if we are not in a hurry and there is no sun or something or rain that may, disturb us when we walk down 2-3 kilometers. So participating in physical activity is very, very important in maintaining good, healthy kidneys. Number 3, aim for a healthy weight. This is very, very important. You are to maintain a good weight. Healthy weight is very, very important, and we will also discuss this later. Number 4, get enough sleep, which is also not what nowadays we don't sleep much. Yesterday I slept at 3 a.m. So let me not tell you that I'm also perfect. I slept 3 a.m. and up till now I have not slept again. I slept 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. and from 5 a.m. up till now I have not slept. These kind of things, when you do them regularly, they may hamper with someone's health. And one of the organs that is going to be affected are the kidneys. Kidneys may be affected. They may also suffer from the consequences of lack of sleep. And if it becomes a habit, it develops into insomnia, and that is also a bad condition. So number 5 is stop smoking. You either reduce or stop. If possible, stop smoking. And efforts are being made in Europe and North America to see that smoking has been curtailed by increasing taxation and other things, which is not possible in our environment. So it is left to you and I to anybody who smokes to see how you can reduce smoking or stop it at all, because it interfere with the health of your kidneys, not only your kidneys, including your lungs, including your liver, in fact, as a male, even including your prostate. So stopping smoking is very, very important. Number 6, for those that are taking alcohol, you should also limit your alcohol intake. Very, very important. Number 7, explore stress-reducing activities. In this economic situation, how can you tell somebody to reduce stress-related activities? But you should try as much as possible to do that, because by doing that, it means you are protecting your kidneys, because stress impacts negatively on your kidneys, and not only your kidneys, in almost all your vital organs, including the brain. So try as much as possible to reduce stress, whether social stress, financial stress, or career stress, whichever one it is. Try as much as possible to reduce it. And then number 8, just like Dr. Drox has said, manage chronic illnesses. If you have chronic illnesses, try to manage them. Illnesses like diseases like or conditions like diabetes mellitus, high blood pressure, or hypertensive heart diseases. Try and control them. By controlling them, you are helping your kidneys. For those people who are diabetes, if you do not manage your diabetes very well, it may hamper on your kidneys, because you know that one of the signs and symptoms of diabetes when uncontrolled diabetes is excessive urination, which also affects the integrity of the kidneys and may now lead to a very much severe kidney problem. If you have hypertensive heart disease, you control, or high blood pressure, control it. If you do not do that, it may also extend to affect the kidneys. So controlling these chronic diseases and other chronic diseases within, limits is very, very important, so much as to also protect your kidneys. And mind you, there are differences between what we say to cure or to manage. To cure means you will eliminate the problem medically completely, but to manage means that problem will not go. It will not go. You will only manage it so that at least it will allow you to, live comfortably. For diabetes, it's a condition that you cannot eliminate it completely, but at least you can manage it. But if you do not manage it very well, it can lead to hypertension, it can lead to kidney problem, and it can lead to brain problem. It can lead to what? It can lead to skin problem. It can lead to eye problem. So, I mean, managing chronic illnesses is also very important, and that is why on this forum, we do this weekly health talk on Thursdays, taking various topics to see that we educate people. But today, at least if you can, I mean, look at these 8 items and, I mean, follow them judiciously, believe you me, you will protect your kidneys. But the first thing we said is making healthy food choices, because our food today, as I mentioned earlier, contain a lot of GMOs. So what do we do is, you see that everybody globally are moving towards food medicine. Food medicine means making deliberate effort to supplement your diet, because in the diet today, mainly, I use the word mainly, not all, mainly, we do not eat right. We do not get the desired nutrients that our body, I mean, requires. So I will start with, I mean, these products from Forever Living Products, which has provided us with a simpler, easier way through which to improve and optimize our health. And the first product I will talk about is Forever Clean 9. This is a pack of 5 products. And I mentioned one very important function of the kidneys. Among its functions is the removal of waste product, toxins from the body. So Clean 9 actually is one of the globally used detoxification pack today. To me, my first recommendation to anybody on this platform, or to anybody who can who listens to this health talk, is get this Forever Clean 9 that combines 5 products from Forever that will give you complete detoxification, and is science-based, is science-backed. Research has been carried out, and this pack of 5 products is handy. You can carry it about. And Clean 9 means clean yourself in 9 days. Clean your total body, your kidneys, your liver, your lungs, your gastrointestinal, stomach, intestine, in what? In 9 days. Clean your skin in 9 days. And the products that are inside are Forever Aloe Vera Gel, Forever Garcinia Plus, Forever Thyme, Forever Light Ultra, and Forever Fiber. This combination of 5 excellent products, when used in 9 days, will cleanse your body completely. So for those that can afford, this is the pack that I will recommend to you to clean your kidneys today and other vital organs in your body. Then secondly, there is another product which is very, very important that we call Forever Aloe Berry Nectar. As you can see in this very important product is 1 liter, jar of 1 liter, and this product contains very important nutrient that the kidneys need, and that is cranberries. Cranberries are very, very important in trying to cleanse the kidneys. In fact, the kidneys, the ureters, the bladder, and the urethra. So it contains a lot of nutrients that are very useful for our kidneys and other parts of the body. But aloe berry nectar, I mentioned to all the clients, all the people I come across, that every household today requires a bottle or more of Forever Aloe Berry Nectar. And aloe berry nectar, 90% of it is aloe vera gel. And we know the benefits of Forever Aloe Vera Gel. Aloe vera gel, aloe vera is very, very important to our system completely because it detoxifies the whole system, the gastrointestinal tract, the kidneys, the liver, the lungs, the skin. So it's very important for us also to get, Forever Aloe Berry Nectar. In fact, I have seen it done wonders to a lot of people who have mild to, moderate, kidney challenges. And another product of importance, apart from that I will discuss is Forever Garlic Thyme. But before then, you should understand, you should see this fact that says 90% of diseases begin in the digestive tract due to unclean colon. This is a documentation by the Royal College of Physicians in London, not me, by the Royal College of Physicians, that 90% of diseases arise as a result of unclean colon. So in Forever Aloe Berry Nectar, there's 90% of what? Aloe vera, which contains saponin. Saponin now cleanses the gastrointestinal tract from your mouth to your stomach, to your small intestine, to your large intestine, to your rectum. It cleanses the gastrointestinal tract completely. So Forever Garlic Thyme is also very, very important. And you can see here our kidneys. Is kidney good? Is garlic good for kidneys? Due to the potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, garlic is a good nutritional food candidate for use in as medicine approach for chronic kidney diseases. So our Forever Garlic Thyme is a combination of garlic and thyme, combination of two strong antioxidants that fight free radicals that resulted from stress. And you have you can remember that in what you can do to prevent your kidneys. I mentioned as in item 7 that you should try to reduce stress related issues or activities. And garlic thyme is very important in addressing stress, and it's also very important in the reduction of blood pressure. So for those people that are hypertensive, it's very important, and it's also good for diabetic people. And it's also very, very important in also cleansing the lungs and then the liver. So garlic thyme is very important for you if you want to clean your kidneys. You can use it, as a preventive measure to clean your kidneys and optimize it. It's optimize the functions of your kidneys. And as a disclaimer, you should understand that on this forum we are not doctors, and what I mentioned are not orthodox drugs. These are These are organic, natural products that work at the cellular level. These products actually work at the cellular level. So they are very important products that we need, that our body needs. So as a disclaimer. So the last product I want us to talk about is Forever Lasium Plus. These strong antioxidants. In fact, I do not go through 3 months without taking Forever Lasium Plus. Some of my clients may say that this is very expensive, but it's very cheap compared to its function, benefits, because it is not everywhere that you will find the benefits that are here in Forever Lasium Plus in one place. In fact, you have to look for a lot of sources for you to put together to get the benefits that are in one tablet of Forever Lasium Plus. So Forever Lasium Plus is also very important for our kidneys and for the maintenance of our health. So I think, I mean, these products are very important to supplement our what? Our food. And this is not to say that I'm also advocating that we eat natural. But eating natural also means a lot in terms of foods that are now containing a lot of what? A lot of GMOs. And we know in Forever Lasem we have a lot of phytonutrients also, over 150 of them, over 150 phytonutrients. There is no wonder that I have seen a lot of people benefiting from what? From Forever Lasem Plus. And I mentioned as signs of, kidney disease that some people may experience excessive fatigue. Forever Lasem Plus is very helpful against chronic fatigue. And today, if you have not learned anything, at least in summary, you should understand the importance that your kidneys play, the role your kidneys play. You cannot buy back your kidneys, even though you have been hearing about kidney transplant. Kidney transplant is expensive. And if you want to know whether kidney problems are becoming rampant today or not, you should look at the centers that are being increased every now and then, where dialysis are carried out. You may have noticed that around your area, your state or neighboring state, 2-3 years, there was no any, facility where there is dialysis machine, but today there is facility for dialysis machine. There is dialysis machine because why? Because the cases of kidney problems are on the rise. And you cannot compare this supplementation in terms of cost with when one waits until when there is problem with his or her kidneys. I do not pray for any one of us to reach that particular point, because every day this is what we encounter. And I told you at the beginning of this discussion that not more than 2 hours ago, I saw 2 patients, and both of them, even from seeing them, physical examination, observation, I noticed that one of them even has gone, a little bit moderate into kidney condition. And the water you take is very, very important in closing. In closing, water that you take is very, very important. Some of us dig boreholes in our houses. This is as a very, very important. And some of us buy water from boreholes that have been made by commercial people. So please and please be observant. Take note of the type of water that you drink, your family drink. All these sachet waters that you see, you should be mindful of where you buy them and what they contain. Because today, we are having a lot of kidney problems in some areas around the northeastern part of the country, which were attributed to the water around some areas. I do not know that of the southern part of the country, but wherever you are, at least take note of the type of water you take, because they may contain heavy salts, which may affect the kidneys. And today, people take water. Not too many people can afford to take very purified, and clean, safe drinking water. So thank you very much. We'll wait for questions and answers. If there are questions, we take them before we close. So thank you. Over to you, my host. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Over to you, my host. Hello.
Hello, good evening, everybody. We all know, we have all heard this very concise, concentrated, high grade, high quality presentation done by Dr. Manua. That's why we're waiting for you, because we know what he can do. He touched everywhere that was touchable, from very simple, with very simple explanations. That's the most important thing about conversing with people. I often say about giving a seminar, I often say anything that you cannot explain to some other person to understand it the way you have done, then you have not been a master of that thing. So we can comfortably say that Dr. Manua is a master on this topic. So let us put up the emojis, the all those nice things they normally put on the chat room to say thank you to Dr. Manua. Dr. Manua, we are saying thank you very much for this wonderful presentation. But before we move on, before we go, we have to answer questions. We have to ask people, what do you think? Yes, great presentation from Nana Musa. Yeah, that's beautiful. Gift is saying thank you, doctor. You see, the thing just keeps coming on and on. So in a nutshell, we can see that the kidneys are very, very, very important. And they don't only help us to remove urine or waste and water, they also involved in a lot of things that even range from helping us to protect the density of our bones, in order not to have things like osteoporosis or weak bones and other stuff, to even making sure that people don't have anemia, because they produce substances that help the body to produce more blood. And they also have a very big role to play in hypertension, as well as a lot of other processes that take place in the body. So thank you very much, Dr. Manua. And also thank you for talking about detoxification. And I noticed you mentioned something about Clean 9, which is a 9 days weight loss and detoxification program, of which we always encourage people to carry a professional detoxification, a professional weight management or weight loss and detoxification, bearing in mind that malnourishment can help people to slim down and lose weight, but may not necessarily leave them nourished, because there's a difference between being malnourished and losing weight professionally, as depicted by Dr. Manua in the Clean 9, because removing the toxins from the system also helps us to avoid what is called rebound weight. He also spoke about aloe berry nectar, because of the cranberry extract that prevents bacteria from adhering to the wall of the urinary tract and other essential organs down there. So you see that's also important, and comes with aloe vera gel and adaptogen, which adapts things back to normal. He also spoke about garlic thyme, which has been known to contain certain compounds like sulfur compounds that have powerful natural antimicrobial activity, as well as take care of harmful free radicals that accumulate as a result of stress, because he also mentioned that stress can actually lead to issues that lead to kidney issues. Lycium Plus is a very powerful antioxidant and will also help to preserve the DNA of the kidneys from attack by free radicals. Thank you very much, Dr. Manua. Let's go over to the chat room to see who have wonderful questions to tickle Dr. Manua. Let us hear him laugh as he responds and makes us understand things better. Yes. Oh, so these are all emojis, many golden nuggets. This was well presented, great presentation. Dr. Manua,
somebody raised his hand. Somebody raised his hand.
I am actually, oh, thank you, Boniface Chizoba. Yes, please, you can actually unmute now and ask your question. Thank you very much, Dr. Manua, for that observation.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Dr. Manua, for this wonderful presentation. It shows the bona fides shown here. But the first thing that went to my mind, I remember Ekwemadu's and the kidney incident, and I was saying to myself, is it really something that is hereditary? That's one question which I have. But that also point I also want to ask is, I understand that you can now do transplants, kidney transplants in Nigeria. Is that a fact? And would you know where they are done? You will say the kidney produces red blood cells, which one produces the white blood cells? So those are my questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, Dr. Manua, over to you, sir. He wants to know.
Thank you,
yes, yes. Okay, please go on, sir.
Thank you very much. These are wonderful questions. In fact, I will not say wonderful questions. These are technical questions that are very important. So first of all, the issue of this Deputy Senate President and transplant is not only him. It's only those people that are in the medical realm that will understand what is happening today.
Yes.
Because let me digress to say this, that religiously it has been said that if you want to appreciate life, you should visit the sick and then also visit the grave. Yes. So it is only when you go to hospitals that you will see the number of cases of kidney problems. In fact, around the Northeast here, in one of the states close by, in fact, you see people undergoing dialysis as if they are going for malaria treatment. And it's very saddening, in fact. And it is not only here, it's across the nation. We are on a national or international platform here, but that's why I'm trying to avoid using certain statements. But I just mentioned about water. You know, the water we take today is not the type of water we take 20, 30, 40 years that our parents were taking. Because today, even the sachet water, the bottled water, the purity of them, you will put a lot of them into question. And not knowing and are not produced by experts in many cases, and not knowing that these things are causing a lot of kidney problems for us. And you now see that somebody will just have 2 million, 3 million in his bank account and will decide to drill a borehole in his house, water borehole. And he may go for a cheaper one, and then the depth of the water may not be that deep that would give him a better water, a good, clean, safe water to drink. And these heavy salts are also accounting for a lot of problems here. In fact, recently, not more than 3-4 months ago, around the area I'm staying, there was a report that the water around the area, because is it the boreholes and then this and that the water has been contributing to kidney diseases that have been noticed to be too many around the area I'm staying. Not the state, I'm talking about the ward, within the local government, the ward that I'm staying. So now I have to resort to getting water from a far place within the town, apart from where I'm staying. This is just to give you an indication that a lot of things are happening. And with regard to the kidney centers, that dialysis centers that you have mentioned, or kidney transplant that you have mentioned, I said earlier that you will notice that a lot of kidney dialysis units are coming up around a lot of states, and even many within a particular state. This is to tell you that why will they be there if kidney problems are not on the increase?
Yes.
You understand? To a point whereby today you see a lot of private hospitals, not a lot, but some private hospitals now even owning dialysis machines to do it for private, because the cases are becoming too many. How much they do? Yes, dialysis, kidney transplant are being done in Nigeria. But what we are saying today, and the reason for this, the objective for this discussion, is to go to a point whereby a lot of people would be being prevented from getting the problem in the first place. Because when we go to that extent of kidney transplant, we are at the end of the road. If you come middle, where we are talking of dialysis, do you know that around where I stay, I think is 25,000 naira per dialysis per one session. For a patient that undergoes dialysis twice monthly, that is about 50,000 naira. And there are others that undergo dialysis 2 times a week, 8 times a month. And there are others that undergo dialysis 4 times a week. And there are others that undergo dialysis every day. how much will it cost for that person to live another 1 year or 6 months? Just on the aspect of dialysis. So you can see the financial burden, the financial toll on us when we allow people to go that route. And I do not put it up on the slide today, but a research, a documentation that was done by the World Health Organization, WHO, in 2005, 2006, and 2009 on the number of people that died globally. It was, it was shown that in 2006, 2005, 2006, and 2009, about two-thirds of the total, about 3/4, that is about 75% of the people that died each of these 3 years were as a result of preventable diseases.
Yes.
Out of about 57, 2005 that died globally, 2006, 57 million, between 56 and 57 million, and 2009, between 56 and 57 million people that died globally, that 2009. 75% of them died as a result of preventable diseases. So that is why there is a need for greater education, health education to our communities, not only at this forum, but at every avenue that one finds himself or herself. And kidney problem, on the financial aspect, is something serious. So what we are saying today is, because the food, the water, the drugs we even take, even the drugs we take for medication, a good, percentage of them today, you find out instead of solving one problem, they are leading to another problem. And the detoxification, the metabolism of drugs, as I said, in the function of kidneys, is to what? Is to remove drugs, byproduct of drugs from the body, because drugs are mainly metabolized by the liver and the kidneys. So you can see that all these now are accounting for a lot of challenges on our kidneys, even though we do not find, better foods that are devoid of these chemicals and toxins. And the type of food we eat, we do not contain a lot of nutrients that our kidney require to function efficiently and effectively. So that is why the supplementation with this, Clean9 to detoxify, aloe vera nectar, forever garlic thyme, and what? And forever Lasium Plus, and as one of the strong antioxidants. And I also did mention that when I go through the anatomy of the renal system, that apart from the kidneys, you have the ureters. Apart from the ureters, you have the bladder, and you have the urethra. I said the male urethra is about what? The male urethra is about, on average, 18 centimeters. But that of the female is on average 4-5 centimeters. So what happens is that women are more susceptible to what? More susceptible to, infections, pelvic inflammatory diseases, candida diseases, candidiasis, that is, which is a fungal infection. And these may ascend into the bladder and back to the ureters and then to the kidneys because of the short urethra that they do have. But because of the presence of cranberries inside forever aloe vera gel, what it does is that it acidifies the urine, thereby clearing the candida, clearing other pelvic inflammatory diseases around the woman's private part. And that is why I advocate to women that you should be taking forever aloe berry nectar on a regular basis. This one will protect your reproductive system as well as part of protecting your kidneys, not to allow the conditions to, these diseases to occur, thereby also, progressing to the renal system. Renal system means the urethra, the bladder, the ureter, and then up to the kidneys, as you can see on the slide. Then For your question, last one on, if the kidneys mainly are responsible for the production of the hormone that is responsible for red blood cells.
Yes, and
which where
which
for
ones?
the white blood cells.
Yes.
Wait, for this one, we are not going to go into anatomy, physiology.
Okay.
But I don't want to digress, but of importance for you to know is that if you have the red blood cell, for those that do not know, like you, there is the white blood cell and there is the blood platelets. You understand?
Okay. Yes.
So white blood cells, their role and function is just to act as police and soldiers in the body.
Okay.
Any foreign thing they see, they fight it like soldiers fighting Boko Haram or kidnappers or whatever. You understand? That's the role of the white blood cells.
Okay.
Another thing that I should mention to you about white blood cells that is very important for delayed passing is that during the night, what happens is that the white blood cells usually go to your blood vessels and adhere to the endothelium, the inner lining of the blood vessels. You understand? So in the morning, they will be there. So the number of them within the blood cell that they will be moving around, like police moving around and soldiers in the town to find culprits, and now arrest them and jail them. So in this case, the white blood cells now try to find out all foreign bodies and all this and that, and make sure that they send them to where they are going to be destroyed and be removed from the body. Is that there are a lot of white blood cells that are adherent to the inner lining of the blood vessels. So what happens is that in the morning, when you do exercise or when you do physical activity, that physical activity helps in what? In detaching the white blood cells and pushing them back into the what? Into the blood stream. You understand? Thereby increasing the number of police and soldiers. You understand? That will now fight the foreign bodies. I think that is what I should say about that for the lay person, because I don't want to go technical today completely. Yes. Thank you.
Thank
you. So over to you, if there is any question.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Manua. You have done justice to that. But Natalie Chambulembwa is trying to find out if Forever Living products can be of benefit to anyone on dialysis.
Today I'm having powerful questions. And this is also very important for anybody that is listening. Very, very important for everybody that is listening today. Just we said that there is a gradation, of level of severity of kidney problems. So from the mild to the moderate to the severe one. In the severe kidney problems, that's where it leads to that issue of dialysis and kidney transplant that we talked about. So the Forever Living products are organic products. I said as a disclaimer, these are not organic orthodox drugs from the chemist or pharmacy. These are natural organic products that work at the cellular level. Organic means they do not have side effects. Organic means what? They do not harm. They don't have side effects. And almost all of them, when you take them even in excess, they don't cause any harm. So what am I trying to point before I reach the question is that, if you have kidney problem, do not wait until when it is moderate to reach your doctor. Just go for the simple analysis tomorrow if you have not checked your kidney in the last 90 days. If I say checking your kidneys, including if you have not done at least electrolyte, urea, and creatinine, which is a kidney function test. We call it kidney function test. Go and do that. But don't start with that. Do, urinalysis, which is 500 to 100 Nigerian naira, as I say. Then if there is anything that is found there, usually the protein there in the result is supposed to be nil. But if you see +1, that is nothing, trace. But if you see +2, it may be nothing but I advise you to see a doctor. But if it is +3, there under protein, you must see a doctor. Then you will see nitrite in the result. I'm not trying to convert you into doctors or lab scientists, but if you see nitrite there, if it is nil, no problem. But once nitrite is plus, it means there is urinary tract infection. That is pathognomic of urinary tract infection. And if you are experiencing the signs and symptoms that I mentioned of nausea, vomiting, excessive fatigue, this and that, you should also see your doctor. Then when the problem becomes moderate while you are seeing your doctor, or you didn't go to see a doctor until it becomes a moderate kidney problem, then you see your doctor, the doctor will continue with you. But if you become severe, that's where you require closer monitoring. So but what I'm saying is from the mild to moderate to severe, I always give my clients forever products that are related to kidneys, what I commonly call kidney pack. They may be selective between either giving Clean 9 to detoxify or forever aloe berry nectar alone, or forever aloe berry nectar and garlic thyme, or forever aloe berry nectar, garlic thyme, and forever Lasium Plus, the 3 of them. And when it reaches to the point of moderate kidney problem to severe one that may even require dialysis or kidney transplant, I always tell them up in issue that you are not going to take these supplements for less than 12 weeks. That is 3 months. If you can afford, go through 6 months, 1 year, because these are supplements that you don't take. These are not like paracetamol, orthodox drugs, as I said earlier as a disclaimer. And we are not doctors, but these are natural organic products that work at the cellular level, and they take time. Anybody who gives you the product for just 1 month or 4 weeks or 2 weeks, that is not helping. But that's not to say that there are no forever products that when you use them for 1 month or 2 weeks, some of them, depending on the problem challenge that you're having, you may not even look again to look for the doctor again or for the person who has given you that particular forever products. But as for dialysis, even those that are to go for kidney transplant or on kidney transplant, I put them on our forever products, but it's doctor related. Some doctors may advise you against it. Some doctors may not know what these products contain, as you can see you yourself here on the screen, and you have understood the benefits that you can derive from them, and they do not have any interference with the orthodox drugs that you are taking, because these are natural organic products, and all our products in Nigeria are certified by NAFDAC as organic products. Thank you very much. So if I have answered your question in a nutshell, is that yes, but it's doctor related, depending on the awareness of the doctor or what the doctor thinks about a particular supplement. Thank you very much. Over to you, my host.
Thank you once again, Dr. Manua. You have actually done justice to this again, and that's to tell us that these products work from a cellular level. And as we know, sometimes there are no two people that are the same on earth. Someone may take something for 2 weeks and the cells of the person will jump back to action and rejuvenate and regenerate, while someone may take for up to a month or 2 before they can get a similar effect or result. And that tells us that these products can actually work at different pace, but will definitely assist or contribute to the improvement of the health of the patient and also help us to achieve our health goals. Thank you very, very much. And I think at this point in time, we have answered every single question that has been thrown across to Dr. Manua. And want to say a very big thank you to Dr. Manua.
And of note, as a closing remark, because of the, high susceptibility to, urinary tract infection in pregnant women, I advise my clients usually when they from 4 months of pregnancy, they should be taking at least before the end of the pregnancy, at least 4 jars, or let me use a bottle that is commonly understood, 4 bottles of Forever Aloe Berry Nectar. And by now, I know you must have not understood the reason for that. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. That is an extra. In fact, we're talking about how awesomely Dr. Manoa took care of these questions, and he has added extra to that and has finally even made his responses extraordinary. So we thank you very, very much, Dr. Manoa, and we want this opportunity to say God bless you for this opportunity that you have made available to all of us to share in your vast knowledge and educational resources on this wonderful topic that we call kidney health in general. And we also want to say very, very big thank you to the people that have made this happen, especially Mr. and Professor and Miss Professor, Mr. and Mrs. Ekberigin. We also thank the man behind the camera, Tempo, for always trying to always being there to make sure everything goes in order. And to my mentor and the mentor of a lot of people that are involved in the use of natural pharmaceuticals, in the prevention management and or assistance of health issues in management of health, assistance in management of health issues, Dr. Clement Idigo, who has been here from the beginning up to this point, and we say very big thank you to him. Thank you everybody for being part of this presentation, and we look forward to seeing all of us this coming week, same time on Thursday. And also we are hoping to meet more and more of us that are FBOs and all that and all on the program that we're having this Saturday. And that's, we hope that we meet, ask the people that invited you to this program and ask them what is going on Saturday, and they will tell you so that you can try your best to be a part of it, amongst other things that we have in line for us. And from myself, humble self, Lucky, and we give all glory to God. We say thank you for coming and good night. Bye.